All right, this is question number 5, and the reason I want to go through this is because I just want to make a quick point right here. The quick point I want to make is that it is very important that you seize every single opportunity that you can factor. All right, so if you see anything with quadratic or anything, any number that could, you know, give you some hint, and you're like, oh, hey, I can factor something out. Factor the 3 in the right fraction, number 1. This is a minus 3, a minus 2. I saw people factoring wrong. So make sure that you take this moment to factor it properly. And here's the thing that I was telling my students. Now, what we're doing is just multiplying and dividing, adding, subtracting fractions. You did fractions back in middle school. How would people not know how to do this? And one possible reason is that when people are trying to do this last minute prep, or they believe that last minute prep is all they need, usually it doesn't work like this. Like I try to learn, let's just say I try to learn Japanese. It's not going to work by just reading all the vocabularies or reading some sentences just before the test or the day before the test. It would hardly work because our brain doesn't work like this. Okay, our brain requires us to have constant exposure. So it is just simple middle school math that we say, oh yeah, you're dividing stuff basically. Make sure that you're reading the sign. Okay, the sign is right in front of you. It's a multiplication. So if you have something in the numerator and something in the same exact thing in the denominator, well, that means it's a division relationship. That means you can divide them. Okay, that's how you can cancel things out. But I've seen people, they cross out items somehow horizontally, like when both things are in the denominators, and they are adding or subtracting or multiplying, not dividing, and somehow those two denominators would get canceled out. That is beyond mysterious. So I hope it doesn't apply to you. And of course, we need to make sure that we write down our restrictions. X cannot equal, a cannot equal to -4, a cannot equal to 2, because if a becomes those two numbers, then it will be the fractions will become undefined. Our eventual answer will be undefined. Okay, so simple stuff. Just factor, 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 factor.